Hi, everybody. Gotcha. This is Sarah with a second short video to go along with the first one. That was yesterday. I just was empty. I didn't have anything. That's funny because usually I can go on and on about nothing for hours. Oh, you already knew that? What? So anyway, this is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Carnivore Lifestyle. And yesterday I wanted to fill my afternoon with um, what's going on now, things just to distract me. I know. Greg was out working on our driveway, which he's doing with um, new stone and cobblestone, the pavers. So he's busy working on that. So I watched two documentaries, and one of them, just a little history, they were both on Prime Video. So if you have Prime Video, you can watch them. The first one was the last year of JFK Jr.'s life, the final year. And it was very, very touching to watch. I still have a few more minutes of it left, but it certainly distracted me. And ironically, 20-something years ago, I was working at the police department when the plane went down on its way over to Nantucket. Or was it Martha's Vineyard? I think it was Nantucket. And I was working there that night. And all the training that the police department had at that time to mobilize into an emergency unit, so to speak, happened. And it was like incredible. The Coast Guard took over the next day. But that particular night, it was just so surreal, like what we're going through now, I guess you would say. And like, how could this happen to the Kennedy family again? Because if you're in our police department, around there, everything that the Kennedys have done for the town and the police department and everything. So it's very, very interesting. And although I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the politics, I do have a soft spot for the family and all of their tragedy. I mean, one of the sisters and her daughter just died in Chesapeake Bay retrieving a ball. It's just like, how does this, the one that crashed into the tree while skiing? I mean, just incredible things. But anyway, so I watched that, and it was kind of sad and sentimental, for all of their legacy down here. But the next thing that I watched it's called The Perfect Human Diet. The Perfect Human Diet. And so I was looking for something that was not a vegan documentary, like Forks Over Knives. And it has a fork with a piece of like rare steak stuck in it. So I thought, well, maybe this will work. And I said, I'll just kind of watch it until it gets to, that we should be eating bananas and salads for the rest of our lives. And so it was fascinating. And it goes way back into how we evolved into humans and stood upright and, our diet made of meat. And so it was the perfect human diet. It was made 8 years ago, but it's quite educational. And so anyway, the perfect human diet, if you didn't write it down, the perfect human diet. And so I watched that and was delighted at what I learned as they like have skulls and stuff like that. It's hard for me to watch something and then relate it back. I'm just not good at it. But anyway, if you need some distraction for 90 minutes, go to Prime Video documentaries and put in The Perfect Human Diet. It was just, I learned a lot, and it was 8 years old, hasn't lost anything in those 8 years. So there was that. And so today's just another day in the day of what we do when we're, at home. And Greg will be working on the driveway. I've already planned, created, put aside food for the day. I will be having, tell me if it gets any better than this, leftover prime rib from last night, and then leftover ribeye that I had frozen because of that histamine deal. Check it out. Do your research on histamines. So after something is cooked, I usually freeze it if it's going to be off the egg later in the week, so it doesn't build those histamines that some of us could be allergic to and having reactions to, and we don't even know where it's coming from, right? So I don't know a lot about them. It's kind of like oxalates. It's like the more you learn, the more it's like, oh, this isn't just having a burger every night, is it? So there's more to be learned. So I freeze usually after, like, we have stuff off the Big Green Egg on Sunday from like Monday and Tuesday type stuff, and then I freeze it for the rest of the week. Like, I'll cut the ribeyes in half and put them in little quart-sized baggies, so I've got a collection of them so I can take out a half a ribeye when there needs to be something. I feed Greg other things than beef every single night because he's not like me. He kind of gets bored. Can you imagine getting bored from eating beef every night? Well, yep, there are people. So anyway, that's what I'm doing today. I work at midnight at the police department. Hopefully they haven't arrested anybody, but I imagine natives are getting restless. I know that as content as I am being a loner and being home with my YouTube videos or my Prime videos or my Netflix, that there is a limit and I just want to break out. And I'm sure that once the weather really is springtime with sun and warmth, that they will have problems at our beaches, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I guess. So that's it. I'm doing carnivore. I'm not thinking of doing anything else but carnivore. I enjoy my coffees still and making my videos for all of you. And I hope I don't have an empty day like yesterday where it's, I got nothing. But today I had that to share with you. So the perfect human diet. It's just a nice distraction. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye for now.